Well, hello everyone. My name is Luis Delgado. I'm one of the coaches for Fremont Soccer. I've met a few of you, and I've already coached some of your kids in the past. But I kind of want to put something together. Just now that the season officially started, I had some people that have asked me a couple questions here and there, and I just want to put something together for our 7v7 program. So I'll be helping Coach Brennan as well. Coach Brennan and myself will be taking the lead in coaching the U10s this year or this fall. I've coached U10s in the past, but with this season officially starting, I wanted to put something together for everyone to see kind of what our game model is going to be, kind of what we're looking at, and just a couple of reminders as well. So, uh, again, a little bit about myself first. For those that don't know me, I have three kids. That they all play Fremont Soccer. My son Ethan, he plays with the U12s. He's played with U11s. Zach is one of our players right now for the U10 Gold. And my daughter Sia, I've also helped coach her YDP program. And that's kind of my experience with the Fremont Soccer Club. I've been a coach for about 10 years, and like I said, I've coached all levels from U12 to the YDP program. I've been fortunate enough to coach a lot of kids and learn from them and see what works and what doesn't work. And not everything works all the time, but we for sure all learn from each other. I've also coached at the Fremont High School, and I'm also part of the Nebraska Olympic Development Program. Just started doing that. I'm very excited about that. There's a very good coaches there at the ODP program. That's our Olympic Development Program for Nebraska soccer, and I hope I'll be learning a lot, which I can bring back to the club, which can help our kids. Um, so with that, I've had questions about equipment. Yes, we need shin guards. I've had kids show up with no shin guards. I will put them to the side and won't let them practice until they have shin guards. So please, please, please make sure that your kids have shin guards. I've asked questions. There's all sorts of shin guards. Here's just a quick reference, and I'll be sending this presentation out, but just a quick reference of kind of the sizes here. And there's all sorts of them, like I said, all sorts of shin guards, but I recommend using these that have this ankle kind of protector a little bit. It's a little bit padded, but they also help the shin guards stay in place a little bit better than the others. I would recommend, if you can, try to get yourself one of these. At this age level, it seems to be very helpful. So I would recommend that. Size 4 ball. I've had a lot of kids show up with size 5. That is not the ball we will be playing with. It does affect a little bit to some of the kids that don't have the height to be playing with a size 5 ball. And it's better. It is better for them skills wise, so they can start learning. Be using a size 4 ball. Water bottle, and we're gonna uniform. And there was a few that didn't have a number. I've already told you who they are, but obviously it's the yellow jersey and the black jersey. If you have any questions regarding uniforms, let me know individually. But this will be the last, basically, season we're gonna be using these uniforms. We're taking bids already for next season, next go around. We'll probably be getting new uniforms. So we try to do 2 years rotations with the uniforms, but just wanted to throw it out there. We'll still be using the yellow and the gold, or the gold and the black, for this season. If you're curious to know where our official schedule is, it can be found at the Nebraska Soccer League website, nysl.org. If you follow this link, it'll take you to their website. You click on schedules and results, and you can find our official brackets and official schedules. The U10 Gold will be playing in the Blue Conference and 4th Division, and the U10 Red Conference the U10 Black team will be playing in the Red Conference, which it's gonna be depending Division 5, Division 6. Again, the schedules haven't been posted. They haven't let us know yet what it's going to be looking like for the black team, but it should be out within the next week or so. But biggest difference is the Blue Conference is considered competitive. The other one's more rec and developmental. And it all has to do at this age is just I have a lot of kids that have played in the past, and they've developed a little bit different than the other kids. So that's the difference between the blue and the red. They'll still be playing the same format. It's a 7v7. format. Communication-wise, we're going to be using TeamSnap. So if you guys have not had the opportunity to download TeamSnap, please do. TeamSnap looks like this. You can find it in the Google Play Store or the Apple Play Store. But then once you download it, you should have an invitation that you got to accept, and that's going to put you into our team chat. We have one for the black team, one for the gold team, but very, very important for you guys to get the TeamSnap. I've put this together as well. If we can, once you open the TeamSnap, it's very important for you. You have a schedule here. It's very important if you guys could help us out by putting your availability for both practices and games. So you hit on the schedule, and it'll take you to kind of like a schedule like this with information. You hit on availability, and then you can check yes, no. Like right now, I'm messing with sacks. If I put no, maybe it'll mark the eligibility or availability. Sorry. That helps me organize practices, and it also helps us for games to know who all is gonna show up. Because if we have to club pass players, 10 players is a perfect roster for a 7v7. A lot of but if we're gonna have say 8 or barely 7, we need to look at something else. But very, very important, if you can please mark your eligibility. And also I'll be taking some volunteers for drinks and other things. Again, the video here that is playing kind of shows kind of how to go into the games that are in there and then mark your availability. So TeamSnap, very important. Mark your availability, please. Also for messaging, we'll be sending some messages through there. I just kind of want to put this slide out there. That just shows the moments of the game for soccer. I learned this through the U.S. Soccer. I like it just so you guys see kind of how the thought process is in soccer. It really is this basic. The moments of the game in soccer, it's a transitions game. We go from attacking to defending. But what happens in those moments, in the moments of soccer, if we're in the attack and, we lose the ball, now we're in transition to defending. If we're defending, now we're winning the ball back, and now we're transitioning to attack. So our practices are going to be based on the moments of the game, which is going from attacking to defending, and different things happen in different parts of the field. So that's how we develop a practice plan, just so you know. And I've also put this here. It's a very good explanation as to some of the things we're looking at, depending on where we're at in the field. We try to break it down with the kids, and this is something you guys can go over with the kids or just ask them questions, like just to reiterate what we're learning. But some of the things we're doing is developing our practice plans with the moments of the game, and also depending on where in the field we're at. So, for example, this week, it is my intention to start working our attack, but we're working our attack in our defensive third. So what does that look like, right? What is our goal? Our goal is to build up through the wide areas, as wide as possible, to find some openings and move the ball up the field. We're trying to. That's kind of what I look at to try to develop a practice plan. That's how we explain to kids. Again, we're going to be looking at the different parts of the field, and that's how I'm going to develop our practice plans. Just wanted to put this out there in case anybody wants to know. This is kind of a very good summary of some of the things we're looking at depending on where we're at on the field. So, practice plan that I said, this is what our practice plan is going to look like, and I'll be giving you guys a copy of this. This specific one is for the United Gold, starting week ending, which is this week. Here's a topic for the week. And this week's attacking, building out of the back, our defensive third, working on first touch, receiving and passing skills. And then here I list all the other ones. On this practice plan as well, I've put in a calendar. highlighted in yellow, it's going to be the days that we practice. And right now we're going to stick to 6 to 7:15 on Mondays and Thursdays. In blue is going to be our games. We already have 2 games, and they're both already listed on the Team Snap app. So the 24th and the 25th is the first games already this week, but they're all in blue. And we got team outing that I like to do with the boys. For those that can make it, I'll put out some more information through the app messaging. But I like to take the kids to see a Union Omaha game. I think it's always good. It's good for them to see what actual real soccer looks like. And we're lucky enough that we have a semi-pro team here in Omaha, and I like to take an outing, make it a thing, go out there, have the kids go out there, watch some real soccer. They usually have a very good time. So that's in green for those that can mark their calendars. And then there's 2 tournaments towards the end of our season for the goal team that I like to explore. Our Fremont Soccer Tournament, October 4th to the 6th, and I like to go to the Columbus Harvest Cup, 50 minutes away from here. But I think it's worth it. It's always good to put into practice in tournament setting what we've learned. So there's 2 tournaments I have in place. Hopefully we all can make it. If not, we'll have to rethink our decision. But otherwise, it's my intention to go to these 2 tournaments. And I will, guys, I'll let you guys know kind of what the cost would be. It's going to range between $40 to $60. If I can find sponsors, might be free. But between $40 to $60 for the Columbus tournament for sure. Just so they're all aware. But you guys will be getting a copy of this, just so you guys have it at home. Know what we're looking at. It's just a quick guide and reference for you guys, other than the app. I've had questions of what our team shape's going to be, and this is what our team shape's going to look like. In soccer, we start with our goalie. That's our number 1. It's in the back. So we're going to be playing a 1-2-3-1, meaning 1 goalie, 2 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 1 forward. That's going to be our team shape. So when you hear me talk to the kids about different positions, this is what they are. I'll be talking to them about, you're going to be a 1, you're going to be a goalie, a 4 and a 5. That's typically our left center back and a right back. Now, understand these numbers have nothing to do with the numbers of the kids. That's just in soccer, we have a number system, and we have 11 players on the field right now in a 7v7 format. This is kind of like one of the guides for how we shape up in a 7v7. So again, a 4 and a 5 are our left center backs, and our right center backs. Our 8 is our I have it backwards here, but our number 2 and number 3 are our right wing back, our left wing back. Our 8 is our center mid, and our 9 is our forward. So just kind of our team shape there for everybody to know. So if you guys have more questions regarding all this, again, I'm gonna be sending this out, the presentation, if you guys want to take a look at it at your leisure, if you're bored of hearing me talk. but yeah, that's that. Last thing I want to do, I want to go over something that is very, very important, and it helped us out a lot last couple of seasons with my other teams. It's teaching the kids how to build out of the back, and that's going to be our focus this week. But I wanted to put this together. Jeremy and I did it. With Jeremy as our technical director for the club. If you guys can help show this presentation or this part of the presentation to the boys, that way they show understanding for what we're trying to do in a different setting. We all learn different ways. This might be just something for the kids to see, other than me yelling at them at the practice, telling them where to be. Gives them a little bit of a different perspective. But anyways, if you guys can show this to your kids, that'd be great. I wanna show this presentation to them, talking to them about how we're gonna build out of the back. And the way we're gonna build out of the back is where our 4s and our 5, which is our left back and our center back, I want them to stay wide and low. At this age, there's what you guys probably remember is the build-up line. Well, we got to stay within the build-up line in our goal. So this is kind of what we're going to be setting up. By the 6, our defenders will be by the 6, or our wings need to stay as wide as possible. So you guys out there, the goal is we're gonna move the ball to the wide areas, and we gotta get that ball wide as possible, because see, when we get defenders in there, and the monsters are the defenders, and they're trying to get the ball, we want to make sure we stay wide and keep that ball away from the middle. If we keep the ball away from the middle, the chances of them winning the ball back and scoring are less likely to happen. So boys, very, very important for us to keep that in mind. We need to stay wide as possible. Now, why do I have superheroes here? Well, our superheroes here, I think, are a good representation of what these positions are. For example, we have Captain America. He's our goalie because he's got the shield. He can block. We got Thor and we got Hulk, and they're very strong. So defenders got to be really, really strong. We got to use our bodies a lot. We got to protect the ball, and we got to get wide. So we're very, very strong defenders. Once we get that ball to the sides, we need our fastest team members, typically our wings, are so fast that they can take that ball up the midfield and try to find some chances to score, right? So that's why we got Superman and we got Flash here on the wings. And then we got Iron Man. Iron Man is the center of the operation. He's in the middle. He controls the midfield. He thinks, he's smart. So you got to be very, very smart if you're going to be playing this position to know when to go left, when to go right, because you're right in the middle, and you also need to be acknowledging these players. So with that in mind, guys, so boys, gotta take that ball to the outer spaces. So the idea is to take the ball to our center backs. Could be this way, could be that way. On this example, we're going left. We take the ball to the left side. By that time, as soon as we touch the ball, the other team, the monsters, are going to start moving forward. So as soon as they start moving forward and putting pressure, then we got to release the ball. Okay? We don't want to be dribbling too much here. We want to move that ball with a pass to our wing. Because as they get closer, like I said, we need to make sure that ball. So we pass the ball from here to here. As they approach, the monsters approach, we move the ball forward with a pass. Okay? By that time, like I said, Iron Man needs to start making a move. Hopefully by that time, we can make that pass either to Iron Man, which I would rather go behind the enemy lines, for Batman, which is our forward, our finisher, can get the ball. So, right there. So this is what we're going to be practicing this week, starting from the back. How do we move the ball forward with passes to the outside and then up to try to create some chances, okay? So that's kind of what we're going to be looking at. How do we build up from the back? Moving the ball wide, moving the ball forward with a pass. So, well, again, this is just me putting this together for the boys. They can look at it whenever they please, whenever they have time. But again, my name's Luis. Any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And please just take the time to show this to the kids. See if they understand it, how we're going wide, up and up, out and up. So thank you.